no matter what, we're going to crown a new king.
Yep.
Who will be the new king in the featherweight division? We have this budding star right here in Shane Hill Taylor and Leo Saggioro.
Yeah, I know, and Taylor had that epic contest last year
with Cobrinha,
and you know, wow, nice timing on the shot.
Taylor
wow.
shooting it and nearly passed the guard immediately. And he gets the 2 for the takedown because he timed it perfectly, Sean.
Yep. And it really, wow, watch out now, though. Ashkan comes up.
He gets it right back, huh?
Well, he won't score 2. Oh,
yeah, he does.
He does.
Because the 2 points that Hill Taylor got was from a takedown. And so
I thought that I didn't see it come from the guard. I thought it might have come from cross side, but
please report to the main table immediately with your gi on.
Hill Taylor was on fire on my mat, Sean.
Yeah.
He was taking risks. He looked cool, calm, and collected. He looked like a guy where the game wasn't too big for him. And so we may be seeing the changing of the guard here with him taking the crown in the featherweight division here.
Yeah, well, I enjoy there. They reviewed it and they took it away.
The 2 points.
Yes. I really enjoy watching him compete. Saggioro here this is where he wants to be. He wants to be passing the guard. He's a very tight passer, has good over-under, lots of pressure. But he's going to have to get by the crafty guard of Taylor.
Saggioro is was kind of like sort of like the perennial, you know, 3rd place finisher for a long period of time. He would always end up on the same side of the bracket as Rafa Mendes, and I always remembered him fondly from the stance that Rafa Mendes would finish most guys relatively quickly inside of his division, but had a couple real tough matches.
Yeah.
And so he was always that guy right there on the cusp. And let's see if he can take advantage of the fact that, you know, both the men that have always caused him so many problems, Cobrinha Charles and Rafa Mendes, finally absent from the division. Can he capitalize on their absence? What I like about Hill Taylor is it doesn't seem like anything ever rattles him.
No, I mean, young guy. Just always seems composed. The pressure here. Saggioro.
And so, a little housekeeping. Saggioro, his points, the 2 points that he was awarded earlier for what looked like a sweep were actually taken away. And it's because his journey to the top was really an escape more than anything else. Right, Sean?
Yeah, that's right. And you know, if that would have stayed, I would have doubted myself. I was thinking that it came from cross side, just an explosion, caught Hill Taylor off balance. That's what I was thinking when I saw it, and I guess it was right.
6:40 left to go here. Hill Taylor with an early lead.
Goes for a triangle, but Ashkan's elbow was glued to his leg. So
yeah, and that's really his MO.
Trying to get those legs open up to go back the other way. Even though it looks like he's going to his right, he's really trying to have Hill Taylor take the bait of looping the left leg over, and then he's immediately going to change direction. But nope, he was not able to break the grip or get that reaction.
If you're Hill Taylor, so Saggioro is actually a pretty bad matchup for him from the standpoint of Saggioro is not going to give you a lot of opportunities, and Hill Taylor's a bit of a riverboat gambler at times, and so he's not getting a lot of opportunities to take the risk that he likes to take, which is usually what works out so good for him. So he's going to have to create some opportunities here, which that'll really be what defines this matchup, I believe.
And you might be right, is that first well-timed takedown could have been just that opportunity. He took it, jumped all over it, and then that, you know, that might really win him this entire contest here. Still halfway to go, though.
Yeah, plenty of time left.
Nice off balance on the lasso side. Lasso crowbar, well done.
And he's going to build on that lead.
Love
With
this
about
technique.
half of our time spent here, he's going to take a 4-0 lead over Leo Saggioro. Looking to throw by here. Almost putting himself into an omoplata here, though. And this is what I mean. He's not afraid to take risks. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it makes it fun to watch. I mean, he nearly put himself into an omoplata there. He got himself out of it, and this is what makes him exciting to watch. And I think, you know, the game not being too big from this kind of unshakable demeanor that he has. I think this works well with that type of style. You can't take risks and then panic when they don't work out. You know what I mean? Saw this in some of his earlier matches. He finally got past the guard of Marcelo Andre and immediately threw a reverse triangle before he got his points, and he missed it, and you could tell like it was no big deal. I guess I'll just try it again. Ooh, yeah. Saggioro now with the omoplata locked in better this time. So Taylor elevates him off the mat. He's going to get this pulled out. Saggioro, if you don't hang on to the collar inside of an omoplata, when your opponent stands, it's really easy to kind of muscle your arm out of there.
Yeah, you want to lift those hips right over the chest, and you can straighten your arm, shake your opponent down.
And when you see somebody that ends up being a good risk taker in competition, and what I mean is calculated, knows when to take them, knows when not to, that's usually somebody that has a lot of conviction in their technique. And what I mean by that is they trust what they see in training. They fight the way that they train, and that's a hard thing for a competitor to do sometimes. It's
a very hard thing to do. Still allow yourself that. There, he steps over, he's going to get scored on there.
Yeah, he's going to get scored on, and almost immediately sweeps him back.
But that's one of those things you're just mentioning. You took a big risk there to try to step right over to a triangle.
But willing to live with his decision, too, you can see.
Yep. And that lasso on that left side.
Somebody used to have a shirt that said, "Don't sweat the technique." And Hill Taylor embodies that.
Yep. Nice. Pushes out that support leg. Again, Saggioro, if he puts that right knee on the ground, he's got to be careful of getting elevated up to the his right. He's smashing the knees down here.
And this is really with a minute 9 left, Hill Taylor needs to create some space here and get him back into that spider guard that he's been able to use so adeptly to this point.
There's this Sumogeshi, lasso Sumogeshi.
An advantage scored for Hill Taylor.
And using this lasso very, very well.
Yeah, and now
Taylor.
he's back. He's now back in one of his strongest parts of his game with a 2-point lead. with 40 seconds left to go.
Now he's going to off-balance him again to his left here. If Saggioro puts that knee on the mat with that lasso, he really can, boom, be off-balance to that side quite well. "20 seconds away."
Nearly locking on a triangle here. Saggioro pulling out all the stops, doing everything he can as Hill Taylor locks in the closed guard. As Coach Lloyd Irvin jumps up from his seat, he knows that's going to seal it.
Yep.
There's no way that Leo Saggioro is going to get out of the closed guard of Hill Taylor before time expires, and that's exactly what happens. Shane Hill Taylor, American World Champion.
Yep.
Hill Taylor now taking that crown. In an impressive performance. His run today, Sean, he looked like a guy that is really taking it to the next level.
Yeah.
And the winner, representing Team Lloyd Irvin, Shane Hill Taylor.
And in a day and age, Sean, where you have athletes that start training jiu-jitsu and they're working towards, becoming the best competitor they can be. Oftentimes you'll have guys that travel around a lot and end up changing teams. Hill Taylor, same team, same academy his entire career. And so I think that speaks a lot to this young man. Doesn't sweat the technique. I think there probably is something to be said for that.